Hello everyone. I just wanted to do a second part to my last video, um, but I wanted to show you this one again, even though you've seen it. This is the Baryota that I had shown you back then, last week sometime, and this is how she's grown since then to now. Look how those flower spikes are coming out really, really nicely. And that's the keiki over there doing so well. Here we go. All those little buds are going to open up, I guess, sooner than I think. Yeah, and then I have this one here. This one is giving me a little cake, a little new growth right there. This is the leopard. Hold on. This is that's this one. I got it in June of this year, and I'm getting that new growth right there from her. She came in flower. She had one bloom and it faded away, and now I'm getting this little new growth here. Then I have the fall, finished blooming, and here we have a keiki coming out. It's looking really nice, lots of roots. I'm going to wait a little while longer before I try to transplant that guy. I lost part of her leaf because of sunburn. When I moved here, I had my plants out in the veranda, and the sun came out really hot a couple of days just after moving, and I wasn't prepared to cover the plants up and really protect their leaves, and so this one got burnt along with a few others. And so but it's doing really well today, and I just noticed that this little old spike is doing something. It's sending something out right there. I'm not sure what that's going to be yet, but okay, nice. Alrighty then. And yep, that's this one. This is the second part to my Baryota, which is here. This is the second plant. It's a smaller one, but it's doing really well. It doesn't have no flower spikes on this one. I do have this keiki coming from it, and just hanging in there, doing well with a new growth right here. And this one is my radicun plant. The radicun pink has a keiki on the side there. This is a little plant. It's just a part of a mother plant that I have outside. And I have these guys in the corner here. I think you've seen them, but there we go. And I have my dendrobium over here with the keiki that's doing awesome, two of them actually. And I have this one. Look at how the Psychopsis has opened up. I can really enjoy this plant now. I've seen everybody on Facebook and YouTube showing off their plants, how beautiful it is. I get to enjoy it just as much as they did theirs. It's looking really, really nice. So pretty. And then I have a very fascinating one here. This is a dendrobium plant that I got back in May of 2016, and it's the Fancy Lady Royal Princess. Okay, I got her in May. This was the tag that came from the supplier, which is in Hawaii. And all the leaves fell out of this plant, but I kept it because the stem is really firm and nice, and healthy to the touch, really nice and firm and everything else. And so the roots were in the pot, and the roots died, and all I was left with was just some little stick. All the filament from the roots, I had to kind of pull them out, and all I was left with was just the bare root without any real filament in the roots of this plant. So I put it in the moss. I had it in water, I had it in moss, and I had it in different ways trying to get this plant to come back or to keep going. So what I did was I just left it there. I put a little water in the moss from time to time, And I put the stones just to keep the plant from wobbling, because there's nothing it's really sitting in except the moss. And you know, this is what's happening with it right now. Saw these nubbins coming out. This one's probably going, it's a keiki, of course. You could see what with those roots growing on the side there. And then on every other nub, there is a plant coming out, or flower or something. I can't really tell what it's going to be. Maybe they are going to be flower spikes, flower buds coming out from it. And it's only on this big cane. The smaller ones don't really have anything. Oh, this smaller one does have that one, and this other one doesn't have anything. But you can see it's nice and plump. It's green and nice. But look at it, not a single leaf. But that's what it's doing for me. And this is my dendrobium that I picked up last week. All the canes are opening up really nicely. This is the last part of it that's left, and you know, in a couple more days they'll be just like the rest, all open and beautiful. There's a very mild fragrance to this. Yeah, it's light, it's not very strong, but if you go a little closer to it you can pick up on that scent. It's nice. And inside here I have a little plant there, that part of that fell in right inside here. There, it fell into the pot, and it's got its roots everywhere. It's growing right inside of there, the pot underneath. I'm not going to do anything with it, as I said before. I'm just going to leave this guy right here to do its thing, and I have a new growth coming out right there. So that's it. My beautiful dendrobium and my other one here, doing really great. Okay, and then I can just go over here. This one, I wanted to show you this one. This one is the one I had posted a little while back that says that I said it was turning yellow, and it was. When I looked at the picture that I had back then of it, it was actually yellow. So what I did was I took it out of where it was, and I sprayed the whole thing down with hydrogen peroxide, the roots, the stem, the everything, and I let it sit in the open for a little while. This root has always been like that. It's a kind of drying up kind of thing, but this one stayed good, and the other one there, I lost the tip. Not sure what happened with it. But you know what? To me, it looks as though it's coming around. And look, I'm getting that little growth right there. It looks like a root. I believe it's a root that's coming out. So I was so happy. I know there were a couple comments saying it could be crown rot. And, you know, when I heard that, I was like, oh my gosh, I hope not. And so I really sprayed him down maybe two times or 3 times. And I just let it sit there. Then I put it in this moss, and the root is sitting in here in a really small pot. That's the size of the pot. And I water the moss from time to time, just to keep it moist. And look at that. Look at the new leaf that's in the center. It has grown from the last picture that I took, or the last time I talked about it. So all in all, this guy looked as though it's coming around. This little yellow thing was from being out in the sun there. The heat of the day, you know, kind of scorched the leaves, but it's doing really nice. I'm so happy, and I'm grateful that this guy nothing happened to him, and he just kept on coming. Yep, he was fighting to stay alive, and so he did. There we go. Okay. Well, hope you enjoy this video. I'll send another one when I have some new updates. Thank you guys for viewing. Bye.